We're high. Oh yeah! Woo! Music's great. Music is so good. Here's some tunes. Oh yeah. This perfectly describes my mood right now. Oh yeah, I do. Thank you, my stoner friend. I don't know what I'll do when we run out of drugs. How you feel? California love, this California got a gang of plug. I'm on one, I might bell up in the Century Club with my jeans on and my team strong. Get my drink on.
Understand that? Okay. Follow with your eyes only. Nope. Only move your eyes. There you go. Walk right on that way. Take a left turn, have a seat, and a booking sheet, please.
Yes.
Spell your full name for me.
Zacharias.
What's your birthday?
11/20/24.
What was that?
11/21/24.
Alright, so he is going to be booked in for operating while intoxicated, causing death. Okay? So she's going to have some questions for you, alright?
Do we have to ask you medical questions? So do you have diabetes? Do you have seizures? High blood pressure? Venereal diseases? Tuberculosis? Hepatitis? Are you allergic to any medications? Do you have dental problems? Are you a drug user? What do you use? Which do you use? Okay. Are you an alcohol user? A little bit. Are you going to experience drug or alcohol withdrawal while in this facility? Are you planning on attempting suicide? Have you ever attempted to commit suicide? Do you have a heart condition? Do you have asthma? Do you have any psychiatric disorders or conditions? Do you have epilepsy? Ulcers? Fainting spells? Allergies not including medication, such as food? Do you have a poor appetite? Do you have a problem being confined? Have you recently been hospitalized? Have you recently lost a home, spouse, significant other, or family member? Are you currently having difficulty sleeping? Are you currently on a special diet? Do you have medical insurance? Do you know the company's name? Do you have dental insurance? Are you pregnant? Are you on birth control? All right. So, Officer Clements searched you. I'm gonna have to take your property and we're gonna do mugshots. So I'll have you stand right here against this gray wall. Can you look up at that camera for me? I'm gonna have you turn to your left, face that door. Okay, you can have a seat.
It's on the floor.
Over here in the black chair. All right. Okay, I'm gonna have you come over here. I'm gonna do your fingerprints.
Mom. I was doing drugs with my friends, and I was driving, and we got in an accident, and I know, somebody died. Yes, I know. There were 2 others in the car too. I don't know what to do. I don't know. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm in jail right now. Yeah. I'm going to court. Yes. I'm so sorry. Love you too. Bye.
Just how you have it. No. Left arm, good. Just like it. Good. Ready?
Once you get to those.
Go right to the elevator and stop. Face the elevator. Turn right. Turn to the left.
Okay, this is 2304 F4132, State of Indiana versus Zachary R. Phillips. And Mr. Phillips, please say. State of Indiana appears by Chief Deputy Prosecuting Attorney David Mattingly. The defendant is here in person. Mr. Phillips, there were 3 criminal counts filed against you by the state of Indiana. I'm going to go through those counts with you now. Count 1 alleges causing death while operating a vehicle while intoxicated, a level 4 felony. That count says that on or about April 27, 2023, in Benton County, state of Indiana, Zachary R. Phillips did cause the death of Samuel Malter when operating a vehicle while intoxicated, a level 4 felony. Count 2 alleges causing death when operating a vehicle while intoxicated, also a level 4 felony. That count says that on or about April 27th, 2023, in Benton County, state of Indiana, Zachary R. Phillips did cause the death of Megan E. Jenkins when operating a vehicle while intoxicated. Count 3 alleges causing death when operating a vehicle while intoxicated, a level 4 felony. That count says that on or about April 27th, 2023, in Benton County, state of Indiana, Zachary R. Phillips did cause the death of Lexi Ritchie when operating a vehicle while intoxicated, a level 4 felony. Each level 4 felony is punishable by a minimum of 2 years in jail and a maximum of 12 years in jail. Each count carries a potential fine of up to $10,000. You understand those charges, Mr. Phillips?
Yes, sir.
You understand the possible penalties?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You have the right to an attorney. If you can't afford an attorney, the court will appoint one for you. You have the right to a public and speedy trial by jury. You have the right to confront and cross-examine the state's witnesses. You have the right to compel witnesses to appear in court to testify on your behalf. The state would be required to prove these charges beyond a reasonable doubt at trial. You have the right to remain silent. The state cannot call you as a witness or force you to testify during any stage of the case. If you're convicted, you would have the right to appeal your conviction and your sentence. If you were to plead guilty, you would be waiving those rights. You understand your rights, sir?
Yes, sir.
You wish to plead guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
You understand that if you plead guilty, you are waiving the rights we just discussed, including your right to have an attorney represent you, your right to have a trial on the charges, your right to require the state to prove the charges beyond a reasonable doubt, and your right to remain silent.
Yes, sir.
You also understand that you'd be waiving your right to appeal your conviction and your sentence.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any questions about your rights, sir? Mr. Macklin, basis, raise your right hand for me, Mr. Phillips. You swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Go ahead, Mr. Magner.
Sir, will you state your name for me, please?
Zachary Phillips,
And can you state your date of birth?
November 21st, 2000.
How old are you today?
18 years old.
Do you read and write and understand the English language?
Yes.
On April 27th of 2023, were you present in Benton County in the state of Indiana?
Yes.
And on that day, did you operate a motor vehicle?
Yes.
Prior to operating that motor vehicle, had you consumed alcohol or beverages? Had you consumed illegal drugs?
Yes.
What drugs had you consumed? You smoked marijuana?
Yes.
Wait, marijuana gummies? And did that marijuana cause you to become intoxicated? And when you were operating that motor vehicle, were you involved in an accident? And in that accident, did you have, or in that motor vehicle, did you have 3 passengers with you, Samuel Walter, Megan Jenkins, and Lexi Ritchie? And did all 3 of those passengers die as a result of the accident that you caused? And so you're admitting that you are guilty as charged of counts 1, count 2, and count 3, and that you operated a motor vehicle while intoxicated, causing the death of those 3 individuals I just named? You're pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty, correct, sir? No other questions, Your Honor.
There is a factual basis for defendant's guilty plea. The court will accept the guilty plea and enter judgment of conviction on all 3 counts. The state have a recommendation regarding sentencing.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation, we're at a range here of 2 to 12 years. The advisory sentence on a level 4 felony is 6 years. I think considering Mr. Phillips' young age and his lack of a criminal history, the advisory sentence would be the appropriate sentence. And so what the state is asking for today is that you sentence him to 6 years on count 1, 6 years on count 2, 6 years on count 3, to run those counts consecutive for a total of 18 years. And we're requesting that all of that time be served in the Department of Corrections.
You want to make any kind of statement before the court proceeds to sentencing, sir?
No.
So the defendant has no criminal history?
Not that the state's aware of at this time, Your Honor.
And do we know how old the victims were?
I believe we have 2 17-year-olds and 1 18-year-old, Your Honor.
Were these friends, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Phillips, the problem with operating while intoxicated type cases is that, you know, you can be a good guy, you can be a nice guy, you can be a person that would never intentionally hurt another individual. And you can make, but in the grand scheme of things, at the time, probably seems like a decision that's just not a big deal. And a decision that's not really harmful to anybody. You make a decision to consume some edibles. Probably sounded like it would be fun. That's the problem. Decision, and you make what, in a lot of situations, would be a mistake that doesn't have terrible consequences. And your actions led to the death of 3 young people, 3 of your friends. And because of that, I'm going to accept the state's recommendation, and you'll be sentenced to 6 years on each count. Those counts will run consecutively, meaning one right after the other. And so you'll be given a total sentence of 18 years in the Department of Correction. You have any questions or anything else you'd like to say, sir?
No.
In that case, the court imposes sentence as outlined, and this court is adjourned. Good luck, sir.